students, welcome to the class. Today we are here with the continuation of our topic, that means direct and indirect sources of the interior of the earth. Okay, the direct and indirect information sources of the interior of the earth. So among that, number one we have already done direct sources. So today we are with indirect sources. So indirect sources, number one is volcanicity. As I have told you already that whenever the volcanic eruption is there, with the volcanic eruption, there some materials are coming out. So by testing their temperature, pressure and density, whatever the material are coming out from the volcano, by testing their temperature, pressure and density, we can know about the interior of the earth. Now, second is seismology. What is seismology? As I have already discussed that the study of seismic waves, okay, the study of seismic waves is called seismology. So, as we know that whenever there is earthquake on the surface of the earth, whenever there is earthquake on the surface of the earth, it generally starts from the hypocenter down, okay, and it reaches the earth and tremor starts, okay. The waves, these tremors creates waves on the earth surface, okay, which causes earthquake, okay. Now these waves are giving us information about the earth, okay. First let us know about the waves. Number one is P waves. P waves are also known as primary waves. They are longitudinal waves whose velocity or speed is 8 km per second, okay, and these P waves or primary waves can pass through all the medium, that is solid, liquid and gas, okay. Next is S waves, or we can also call it secondary waves. They are the vertical waves, or they are following the right angle path, okay, and their velocity is lesser than this P wave, that is 4 km per second, and they can pass only through solid. When it reaches to liquid, it disappears. This S waves disappears when it touches the liquid. Next is L waves. L waves are also known as long waves, okay, which is also called surface waves, okay, whose velocity is very much lower than these two, much more lower than these two. These two means P waves and S waves, whose velocity is 3 km per second, and it can also pass through all the medium, that is solid, liquid and gas, but the velocity is very much less. So how these waves are giving us information related to the interior of the earth, okay, so we'll come to know with the help of a diagram. So dear students, you can take the reference of your book too, as you are seeing that this ray is showing the L waves, this broken ray is showing the S waves, and this continuous ray is showing the P waves. All these three waves are originated in the near to the epicenter, okay, and all these three waves, that is P, S and L waves, are recorded near to the focus of earthquake. They follow a curved path, as you can see in the picture. They follow a curved path in the interior of the earth, which proves that the density increases inside the earth. Now P and S waves are recorded along the surface up to distance of 11,000 km, okay. P waves and S waves are recorded up to the distance of 11,000 kilometers from the focus of the earthquake. Their velocity also increases with the increase in depth, okay. Their velocity also increases with increase in depth. Now, but this process continues only up to the depth of 2,900 kilometer, okay. Beyond this depth, the S waves disappears. As you can see, the S waves, beyond this point, the S wave disappears, okay, and P waves travel with the reduced velocity. The velocity of P waves decreases, okay, reduced velocity. So this process shows that the core of the earth behaves like liquid. The core of the earth behaves like liquid, while the mantle up to a depth of 2,900 km behaves like solid, okay. On reaching the core, the S wave disappears and P waves are refracted. P waves are refracted, as a result of which there are no waves for a distance of 5,000 to 11,000 km. From 5,000 to 11,000 km. This area
This area is known as shadow zone. Normally, shadow zone is found between 103 degrees 103 degree to 143 degree, 143 degree from the focus of the earthquake. The presence of this shadow zone on the earth, on the surface of the earth, shows that the core is composed of heavy material like nickel and iron. Is that clear, student? So this way, these waves are giving us information about the interior of the earth. So hope you understood well, students. Meet you in next class. Thank you very much.